reach out to me either here, by the way, my name is on Apostles. You can look me up. There aren't many Apostles.
So today I'm going to share with you how I level up my coding game with AI. I'll show you all the tools I use and how it makes me a 3 to 5 times more effective programmer. So I just said the why 3 to 5 times. Hope you're sold already. I'll give you a live demo and then I'll show you the tools that I use that make this all possible.
Sorry, are you a coder?
I'm everything.
Okay, so you know how to code.
Of course, yes,
Okay,
yes.
Yeah, that's important to know.
Yeah. I mean, look at this presentation.
Yeah, I mean,
So,
you must be a coder.
okay, brainstorming, yes. AI is a super useful tool for brainstorming. Basically, it lets you explore possibilities, even possibilities you didn't even think of. Second, it lets the programmer, the developer, focus on the big picture. It takes care of all the details, minutiae of the API spec. These powerful models like Claude, for the popular libraries, already know more or less how they work. Third is, it lets the programmer work on a level of abstraction. It lets them focus on feature rather than detail. And if you combine all this, you come up with something that I call parallel programming, which lets you become the director and architect of your code base. So, live demo time. So here we have my application, which is a rather a speech-to-text transcriber that I wrote, and now I'm going to be programming 2 features at the same time using this thing. So here on the right, you will see, please use the function in the get frame or something to get the screenshot and then feed it to the Gemini transcriber as additional context. And you see it's transcribing, and I just send it. I send it off, and then I can even, if I'm bold, I can accept things. You see I'm on the right, I'm going to ask it, please use the Python library Toga to make this CLI into a desktop application.
Can you zoom in?
I don't know the key by name, but it's working. And then you're seeing it's working, and then basically because it lets me abstract, I can now focus, and I'm also, I know how good code is supposed to look, right? I'm not accepting slop, and I can basically, I can just go back and forth, and then use the transcriber.
This is the GPU, this is an RTX 3090. We have the case fans, we have the CPU cooler, and we have the motherboard. So these are all the pieces you need, it's really simple. I used like Amazon, Case King. I really recommend Case King, which is in Berlin. Sorry.
To process about PDFs, you don't have to think about context length, and it's also free, so you can just do it and you extract all your data. You do it with structured output, so you define your schema like this, where you just define, give the project about this, don't forget reasoning because that's usually improves the results, and you can see A in front because you want outputs from start, and you first want to reason, and only then you want to give output, so that's a little hack for you to make results better. Then you extract projects, go to
chat assistants, and now we're releasing a new product which is called Workflows, and it's basically our assistants and superpowers. So a lot of you probably know one use case, and I will briefly demo a sales use case now. So a lot of companies have these forms on their website, and usually when you fill them out, an account executive gets back to you, and the process of him getting back to you usually looks like him researching your company. Then he's like looking at if it's an ICP, if it's a fit. Then he's looking at maybe available calendar slots in his calendar. Then he's drafting an email and sending it out. And here, for example, when I'm just submitting this, I can see that the AI assistant directly gets to work. There's a new task being created, and now it will decide to do some web research on this contact, and then it looks up in my calendar what available time slots I have. Then it's thinking again in between, checking which possible slots are available, and then it's drafting an email. So if I'm now going to my Gmail drafts, I would have a new email here that's automatically drafted. And this is just one of the possible use cases. So this technology is completely open in terms of use cases. This was a sales use case, but you could think of many use cases in customer support or marketing. And yeah, this is basically roughly how it looks like. I will maybe dive also a little bit on how to configure these kinds of workflows. So you have an edit button over here. We specify first, of course, the name of this workflow. Then you can select what trigger it should use. In this example, for example, we used the webhook trigger.
Tonight I write a search engine, which is like a better Elasticsearch, but it handles a bit more than it should. And compared to traditional search engines, this one also handles the embeddings. So originally it was implemented as a local inference for the models, and recently we did.
Hey, I'm Dominic. I studied statistics in Zurich, and I love coding a lot. And I've been to a lot of bars or other events where they had like these beamers with art. And it's cool, and they have like these infinity loops or Mandelbrot sequences. But I always wondered, like, why can't I interact with it? And so what I basically built was something where you can, where it's a live streaming platform, where it's turning every image that you're using into whatever you want it to be, actually, using a diffusion model. And if you like, come have a look. So the way it works is it's basically just a live stream, and you can use any prompt that you like, and it's going to turn it into an image of that. So if you go like this, your DALL-E, a surrealist image. Or you can also be something like this here, which is a bit more abstract. Or you can do something like the Muppet, or let's do Mr. Bean. And the way it works is that I'm using a diffusion model in the background, but with a control net. And what the control net does is that it tries to understand the structure of what's in front of it, and it measures the depth in my case, and that allows it to generate the images, which kind of look like you, or at least what you're doing. And you can use any kind of prompt here. Yeah, that's it.
Hi everyone, my name is Emil Sayer. I'm a software engineer building AI agents in Germany. I was in AI Tinkerers today. Amazing presentations. Most of them were presentations, which kind of like ironically in the application they said like don't use presentations, use code, but all the concepts were awesome. Because the talks were too short, I can understand they have to use a presentation. I met a bunch of cool guys who were building AI agents. I met a bunch of cool guys building, tinkering AI. It was my first experience at AI Tinkerers, and I think I'm going to keep coming again and again, and hopefully next time I will be able to pitch my BlankRex project. So until then, thank you, bye-bye.